all your indie and major artists. Real Talk 101 Radio. Talk and music radio. Indie artists, major artists, producers. On location interviews. Fashion and artistry concert series. Concerts, fashion shows, community. Real people, real talk, real issues. Check out The Fresh Friday Show. Real radio. Get it all right here. Real Talk 101 Radio. Visit realtalk101radio.com.
I am success. I am success. I am success. Jenny, you are success. Okay.
Real Talk 101 Radio, what's going on? It's the Birdman, our very first actress interview, on location interview right now. Santana Dempsey.
Hi.
Actress, writer.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep. I'm so ready. You guys ready? Because I'm ready.
It's going down.
Woo. Woo.
That was good.
I have to look at
Santana Dempsey, on
Yes.
location interview with Real Talk 101 Radio. You're an actress, writer, and a special title, mixed race advocate. Want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, I think a mixed race advocate is someone who advocates for people of mixed race. We don't have our own like category and box, you know. So I feel like I'm someone who wants to help others tell their story.
Okay.
And give a voice to people that are mixed race.
What made you gravitate towards that? Like, is it something that sparked that movement? Something you noticed in the industry? Or what?
Honestly, so I'm adopted. And my parents are of a different race than I am. They're both white, and my biological sister and I are adopted together, and we don't look like them. My mom is 5'10" with blonde hair and green eyes, and my dad's like 6'1" with brown hair and blue eyes. And growing up in the Midwest, there was no one that looked like me on TV at the time in the 80s and 90s, let alone in my town. And I felt like an outsider, and I felt like I wanted to look like my mom and be white.
Gotcha.
And through a lot of, I was beat up a lot. I was bullied in high school, and I think once I got to college and really found who I was, I wanted to give a voice to people that might have had similar experiences as mine.
Gotcha. So we started a lot of the movements that we're going to talk about in just a few minutes here. So you're a veteran now. You're an actress and also stage.
Yes,
Veteran
stage.
of the stage plays in New York.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so right after college, I moved to New York City. It was either New York City or LA. And the only reason I chose New York was because I was in a car wreck like a year before, and I didn't want to have a car. So I was like, I want to be on foot. And that's it. So I just like went 3 days after college. My parents dropped me off, and I didn't know anybody. And it was exhilarating. It was so awesome to have all these people that were just so diverse, and I loved it. And then I started getting into theater, because that's what I studied in college, was theater and dance. And I did a lot of off Broadway. No, seriously.
The independent.
Plays. Yeah, it's like the real independent. But I found my footing there, and from there I did a lot of commercials, some soap work, and yeah. But I love theater. It's like where I feel
being
alive.
independent, just humbling yourself and getting that practice in that you need.
I think everyone should do stage that's an actor. It makes you have to really know your character and respond to people. There's no take two. It's live. You gotta go.
Gotcha.
So.
And you wrote and performed in one particular, The Other Box.
Yes, that's my little baby.
Okay.
So yeah, The Other Box was originally written in New York at Primary Stages, and by this woman who was my mentor called Dale Orlander-Smith, and she's been on Broadway with her own one-woman show, and she's this 6'1", huge African-American woman with dreads and like big. And I was so intimidated by her because my story has so much to do with race and with not feeling accepted in the African-American community. And she was someone who told me, it's your story. It's okay to write your story. Don't be afraid of that. That's what needs to be told. And from there, I feel like she gave me permission to tell my story. So the other box, yeah, it's an autobiographical piece on my journey as a mixed race girl that was adopted in the Midwest. A coming of age story about sexuality. I was sexually assaulted when I was 17, and it kind of talks about all of that, but uses humor to tell the story. And it's one of my, I get all emotional. It's one of my most precious pieces.
That's good.
Yeah, so I hope I'm going to try to get it up this spring.
This
spring.
November in Los Angeles, set to be performed this November.
Yeah, I just had a performance, at the Actors Comedy Studio.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sold out. We had some people standing, and it's going to go up again this spring.
That's good
just
when you
getting
have
some
people
funding. It is really good. I mean, we had a wait list and everything just to come see my show. I was really excited.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
Yeah.
So you actually are casted to lead in a role on Lifetime.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you tell us about it.
Yeah, it's called Shaker Pointe.
Gotcha.
And the two leads are Little Romeo, but
February
it goes
2015.
yes, February 15th, I think, 2015. Tentative date, but I think that's it.
Okay.
Lifetime, Shaker Pointe. The two leads are Little Romeo, but he goes by Romeo Miller, and Shanika Knowles. Those are the two leads, and then the supporting cast, myself, is, well, we're all leads. I guess there's 5 of us, but Mike Beach, do you know? Tamala Jones, Mike Beach, Corbin Blue, Don Lewis, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and myself.
Yeah.
That was really cool. So, and it's a murder mystery love story, kind of about the corruption of the church.
Gotcha.
And I play this 17-year-old, 18-year-old techie nerd, but she's a nerdist, which is like the cool nerds, like Comic-Con like nerds, you know?
Yeah.
And I have like 3 different pair of glasses I wear, like bifocal ones, and I bring a little bit of comedic relief. But I'm the one who ends up finding out who the murderer is.
Gotcha.
And I'm really tech savvy, and it's a great little role.
How was that to have to play a 17-year-old?
I usually play like 17, 18 to about 25.
That baby face.
Yeah, well, and also when I have my crazy curly hair and it's not straight, sophisticated like this, I look a lot younger, and it already just makes me look a little offbeat, I guess, with the girls. It was fun. I just was myself. I didn't have to do anything else. The words and the body language, everything came. But I do this one thing, like I'm big on like making characters have a physical attribute, because I think it helps like embodying them. And I gave her this like crazy little like walk. I'm serious. And first day of shooting, the director and everybody are laughing. I'm like, why do they keep laughing every time I walk off? And it's because I did this walk, and they're just cracking up. Okay. It was funny.
That's cool.
Yeah.
When is it premiering?
I'm not sure. I mean, February 15th is when it comes out, but I don't know about the premiere yet.
Got about a week before or something. Okay.
Yeah, they tell talent, they wait to tell all of us.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a great experience. I mean, I basically told, Malcolm was the only one that I had real star, like I was struck.
Okay.
And I'm not that kind of girl. And I told him I love him. I think I did. And I just wanted to shake his hand, but I did it not in a good way. It was like in a way like that hand meant everything to me. Everybody, and Don Lewis, that's the other one. These two were just icons to me.
Yeah, they are.
And they still are, and they just paved so many paths for people of color in the film industry and in the TV industry. So anyway, I just loved it. And Corbin Blue, we had like the same hair, and that was kind of cool.
So what made you get into acting?
Because I wanted to be seen.
Okay. That's direct to the point. Real Talk 101 Radio.
Yeah.
Direct to the point.
Yeah. And I felt it was the one place where...
Tell your story.
Mm-hmm. And I felt alive. And even if I made mistakes, it was okay because it's the character.
Gotcha.
And I'm okay like owning a character's shame, owning my own shame and putting it into the character, and then people watch, and I felt like then maybe they could see a piece of me.
Okay.
And yeah.
And also co-starring in a new 3rd season of HBO's hit drama, The Newsroom.
Yes, the last season. Aaron Sorkin is done.
How did that happen?
Happen as in booking it, or just audition after audition? I go out like 3 or 5 times a week.
Who's your character?
So it's this. Can't even talk. So I play a Boston Marathon runner. Okay. It's about the Boston bombing.
You look fit. You can do that.
Oh, do I? Oh, good. Thanks so much. Thanks. I kicked in mud.
So Boston Marathon runner. You know we got that on. Right?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I play a runner, which is good because I didn't play a dork. And if you remember the Boston Marathon bombing,
Yes,
it
yes.
happened right when people crossed. So I was one of the first runners that crossed but didn't die.
Okay.
And wasn't injured too badly. So I ended up giving the main character, Jeff Daniels' character information about the bombing and what I witnessed. So it was pretty emotional, and the way they filmed it was really, for my first big TV drama, it was intimidating. It was kind of like this, and I had to play directly to camera because it's from Jeff Daniels' POV, not mine. And I wasn't used to that. I thought he and I were going to talk like this, and I did everything directly to camera. Aaron Sorkin's over there. The director, Anthony Hemingway, I don't know if you guys know him, but look him up. Fierce African-American director on everything. Shameless now, Empire, he's awesome. It was really scary, and I kept messing up, and
Okay, so how did you feel about that? I mean, you said it was intimidating, but it had to be a real experience where, you're on that stage now.
Yeah, I mean, I was I'm on HBO, that's so dope. But with that is a lot of pressure,
Gotcha.
I mean, just because, again, Aaron Sorkin was right there.
Okay.
He's huge, and I think I started self-doubting myself a little bit, and he's really big on being word perfect, and I ad-lib a little bit sometimes, and you can't do that. So I was challenged with that.
Gotcha. Also, DirecTV's drama,
Yeah.
Kingdom.
Nick Jonas, Matt Loria, Frank Grillo, this another drama, which is really weird.
Working hard.
It's about MMA fighters, and
Gotcha.
it's really underground. So that just premiered in October, and it got picked up for another 10 episodes. And I play another character. Her name is Muriel, and I have to be topless. It is the most different from Shaker Point. A really sexual scene. My first intimate sex scene with my boyfriend, who is this gang member named Carlos, which is kind of cool because my name is Santana, Carlos Santana, but which was kind of fun on set. But it was weird. It wasn't a closed set, and I've never done anything like that, but I love challenging myself with different roles. And we're in a car, and we're doing stuff in the car, and there's cameras in front and in back, and my top's down. It just was crazy.
Do you think that will open the door for more roles because you actually let that out?
I mean, I wish I could say yes, but I don't think so.
No.
I don't. I love the grittiness. I love things like True Detective. I don't mind burying myself per se for a role if it's class and it's needed. You know what I mean? We're human. I like things that are real.
Gotcha.
And Kingdom is, I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it is real. They go there.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. That's the kind of art that I want to make. I don't want to just have it be all fluffy all the time.
You've been working.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying so no one can box me. And I
right.
can be really cute and dainty, but I can also be hardcore and play a gangster's girlfriend,
And let everybody know that's watching right now, and they will hear this on the actual live on the radio station, where they can find you, your social media.
Yes, my handle is at Santana Dempsey. So that's, do you want me to spell it or just tell them?
You can, whatever you want. This is you. You promote
Okay,
you.
yeah,
right
it's
now.
at Santana Dempsey, and I'm on Twitter,
Okay.
which I'm trying to get better at.
Tweeting.
Yes. And also, I love Instagram. So at Santana Dempsey, and then I have a Facebook page too, and that's Santana Dempsey.
Selfies. A lot of selfies.
I was doing a lot of selfies, and now I'm doing a lot of stuff like this. So we have to do a photo together,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
no doubt. No doubt.
we Instagram it.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's as an actress, give one key piece of advice before we get into your organizations that you're starting, your foundation. Can you give one key piece of advice to someone that's trying to get to your side, get to your level, or just want to get over that hump? Something you can give a young actress coming up.
When you think there's no light and you can't go any further, you've got to find it within yourself to take that next step, because you're so much closer. And if you really want this, I think the biggest thing is just to accept all of the ugliness that this business comes with and all of the beauty. But if you do not accept it and accept your place within that, you'll be eaten alive.
Go hard or go home.
Yeah, but I really do want to reiterate, it is I guess just personally, I've had many times where I've had depression or no one believed in me. I didn't work out here for a year and a half after moving from New York City, and I almost gave up. I was living with friends. I've always lived on my own. I always made money, and I didn't make money for over a year. And it was the first time that I said, okay, what's a plan B? I've never had a plan B, and I made a plan B. As I was making plan B, my plan A came into fruition. And I have to have faith, and I didn't have faith. And the minute I had faith and I found that again, nothing can stop you at all.
That's tight. Now, before we get into the foundations, only 2 questions. You want to get a light out, or are we good still? Still good? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. We can edit that out. All right. So here we
Easy
go.
for you to say.
Oh,
I edit with you. I spin up until you kick me out. All right. So as an ambassador,
yes.
Foundation.
Yes.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, Mixed Roots Foundation is a foundation for adoptees, primarily adult adoptees that are also mixed race, and not necessarily, I think people think mixed race means black and white, but mixed race, that's not what it means to me. Yeah, it's everything. It could be Asian and white, it can be Native American and black and Filipino, whatever. So it's an organization that actually brings awareness to anyone that's touched by adoption, and also supports adult adoptees, because I think people forget that once you're adopted, you think everything's going to be all hunky-dory, but you still have a slight sometimes burden of your past and your identity and not knowing who you are, but there's no organizations that support you. Like when you get cancer, there's tons of organizations that support you before, during, and after. And for people that are adopted, you don't have that. You have all the support before, but then once you're done, that's it. So anyway, Mixed Roots Foundation really supports adoptees, and they've supported me in all of my endeavors creatively, and I am big on helping them spread the word.
Cool. And you're working on somewhere in
between. That's my little passion project. So I used to be a painter and also a collagist. I've had a couple shows in New York City, and I missed all of that. So I decided one thing I could do to give back to the community was do this big mural that encompasses being mixed race and being adopted. So it's called Somewhere in Between, and it's about those people who don't quite fit, who are kind of in between. And it's going to be a big mural that's going to have different faces of people that are adopted, touched by adoption, mixed race, mixed with questions that I've given them. All of them have about 6 different questions, and they write their answers down, and I'm going to make a big mural using all of this material. So it's kind of interdisciplinary, and it's a lot of work.
Do you have a website for it?
I don't have one yet. I'm in the early process of it all. I've got to do about 100 different interviews, to be honest. So if anybody out there is adopted, touched by adoption, mixed race, shoot me an email. I'll interview you.
Mixed Roots Foundation, I'm still working on a website for that as well.
No, Mixed Roots Foundation has one. I think
Okay.
it's .org, mixedrootsfoundation.org.
Okay, you have
Yeah.
to make sure we check it out one more time.
Yeah, of
Social
course.
Media, let them know where you're at.
Santana Dempsey, SantanADempsey. I always wanted to rap. Can I rap? Boom, shaka.
This is the radio, so we can get it in.
Oh, yeah, oh no. Yeah, I can't sing.
Santana Dempsey signing out.
Thank you so much. You guys have been so wonderful, and just for accepting me and having me on the show. And I love us all rising together. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of this.
That's right. Where are you at right now? Real Talk 101 Radio.
Peace.
Real Talk 101 Radio. Hope you guys love that interview, man. Like I said, the very first actress on location interview, Santana Dempsey.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I feel really honored that you had me be the very first. I like being the first.
Can't wait to see the movie. Let them know one more time.
At Santana Dempsey, Shaker Pointe, February 15th.
Going down.
Down,
Lifetime.
down.
All you Lifetime lovers out there, I know you're going to love it.
It's going to be real dramatic, like real dramatic.
Can't wait to see it. We out of here, man.
Thank you. I'll see you guys later.